it's not.
It's Songbirdie.
That's a good name.
She's got plenty of spelling. Was that Olin that went over or Kentucky?
Yeah, it could very well have been Olin. Cindy said the wings are perfect.
Now, is it Olive and Olin? Do they take turns hunting, or does he do most of the hunting?
So far, he's been doing it this season. Last year, she had to fill in the gaps with a couple of days.
I remember that, yeah.
But so far this year, it's been pretty much he has been bringing the fish in and sitting with her in the nest when she feeds herself and feeds the chicks, and then he'll take some leftovers and go and finish it on the tower, on the northwest tower.
Does he feed her? Have you ever seen him feed her?
I don't know. Well, we haven't seen him. Like Stanley feeds Iris?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, no.
He's still feeding her.
Yeah, Stanley's a good guy.
He's
good. Got a lot of experience. He knows what it takes.
Yeah, he's been around. That's why she doesn't hate Linus.
But we were concerned about them last year.
Mm-hmm.
We were, because
he was so late coming in.
Yeah.
But he made his wishes known. That's for sure. Gene's talking to his. He's always talking to his equipment.
I remember his streams. He did like to do the non-stop monologues.
She's very pretty there. Look at those nice eyes, young lady. Well, I hope Keys can tear himself away from the U.S. Open to watch F1 here for a little bit.
Maybe he needs another computer so he can do both at the same time.
Yes.
Somehow.
Yeah. Yeah. We'll know whether or not he's listening at all if he texts.
See your contact now.
Oh, in my eyes? Yeah.
No, it's Keys, it's contacts.
Oh.
Hey,
I checked the news this morning. I was like, oh, she did it, didn't she? And I'll have to, just bide my time. I got to go to my Father's Day thing.
Yeah.
I was like, okay, I'm leaving early.
Get a nice view of her from here.
It's a little dark without the lights.
Should be pretty good with the green leaves behind her.
She's pretty settled
Oh,
in
there we
there.
go.
I think I'll see him.
Appears to be a fairly straightforward, uneventful thing.
Yeah, she did a nice powered flight from the front of the nest on
I
purpose.
saw that. They showed the pictures that you had gotten.
Yeah.
And it was like two of them were hanging out. She crouches down. She takes off. She goes. The other one's like, what happened?
Yeah, she wound up in the top of that tree there in the corner.
Yeah.
And then about half hour ago, she flew over because Mom was up on Bradfield, so I think she might have gotten motivated a little bit to fly over. But since then, there's been less motivation, so I think she just needs to find herself a spot to. I don't know if Mom's going to bring her some food tonight, or we thought maybe she was going to try to go back to the nest because she was ramping up and aiming toward the nest, and then she decided to come over here to Tower Road 5.
Got your fan club down here, girly girl.
Mhm.
So what's the, since I saw they were calling her a she, what's the consensus on gender, if any, for the three of them? Is there sort of a...
I don't know. I think the only ones I think are solid on her probably is a female, and the third chick as being a male. The one in between is sort of a tweener. So
I know I've been trying the last few days. The last week I was saying, oh, they're getting ready to fledge. I'm going to have to be able to identify them. So I'm like, where are the pictures of the tail? Where are the pictures of the breast? So they started showing tail and breast. I'm like, figure it out, figure it out. I thought 1 and 3 look awfully a lot alike. I may be wrong.
I don't know. I'm not really familiar with them.
Yeah, it's going to be hard because, again, they don't really show individual differences till the last week or so. And then
Right. Yeah, that was kind of like with the Cliff Hawks. It was all the head plumage,
Yeah.
and then it was a scramble
Yeah.
to differentiate them. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Once they got a little bit solider.
Well, I know number 2 seems to be darker. I think it has a darker tail and stuff.
Well, for here?
Yeah. For
Yeah, I don't know. But when are you going to see the tail? I mean,
Well, it's funny you should mention that because the year of the C's, I ran around and identified them by their tail markings alone.
yeah.
And so...
But they had very distinctive tail markings.
Yeah.
I mean, some of them had
Yeah, extra
no...
white.
oh, hang on a second.
And then the next year was all about the breast feathers and stuff. And so it's like, now you gotta figure out everything. Let's see if I can...
Yeah, it's these. I've been watching a little bit. I don't have time to watch the camera much, but I think it's 1 and 2 are actually their tails are very different.
Yes.
One has a lot of white.
Yes,
and
yes.
one has much less white.
I noticed that. And dark. Tails, too, is very dark.
And then the third one, F3, I noticed that the legs, now she or he will probably get more spots, but the legs seemed less spotty, more just white.
Oh,
with
that's a
less
good
spots.
feature, because that'll show up.
Yeah, from the front. You can see
And one
that.
of them, they said number 2 has darker eyes. I think they were saying they were showing a picture one had really light. And then I noticed in 3 seemed, like I said, 3 seemed a lot like 1, and I was like, oh no.
Yeah, with the eyes.
Yeah,
And the
you're
eyes
like-
are constantly changing, so it's not like you can count on them.
Yeah.
But the tails are going to be pretty much the same until they molt next time.
Right,
So
right.
that's a good one.
Yeah, so I noticed that too, the big extra white on the tip of the tail. Like you said, but nowadays I try to go by the front because you often see the front. You know, it's like what feathers like around the neck? Are they sprinkly? Are they dark? You know, are they closed in? Are they
And the belly band, and sometimes though the belly band shifts and
Yes,
changes, and then the
depending on
wind
their posture.
blows it
Yeah,
around,
yeah.
and so it'll look like one, and then it'll look like the other one.
And then, you know, after a while you say you see one red tail and you never see them all.
Oh no, these ones are so special.
You say that every year. There's been like 15 of them. It's like, how do you keep track?
Yeah, the thing is that the markings on the shoulders always change. From one angle, they look very thin and delicate. From this angle, they're less delicate
And if they
thin.
hunch down versus sitting up, I remember
Yeah.
the year of the
Yes.
C's, you know, if they hunch down, one looked like the other one, and then if it stood up, it looked like it's like...
You watched a lot back then.
Yes, from C's on, I ran around every year. In fact, the C and D year, I took lots and lots of videos and stuff, and pictures. Last year, they disappeared. I got a new camera and everything, and this one, video camera, I can zoom while I film, and I got a tripod, and I really nice one, the cheapo tripod, and I got all my gear out, and I headed out to campus, they were nowhere to be found. I saw them like a couple times, and they were gone. I think they just went right back to Ruby Lake and stayed. So this year I'm like, well, what's it gonna be?
Well, the one E was, injured and out of it,
Yes.
and the other two, I think you're right. They were too.
They just...
And it's interesting because, like every year, it's almost like the babies sort of decide for themselves what they're going to do. Like the C's spend all their time around here, and they were around here for a long time, and then they kind of disappeared, and we saw
geese were like down there
On plant
because they were,
science a lot.
yeah, and on the buildings, they were very, very like suburban. They were on the buildings all the time. And they were always calling and yakking. You could always find them. Come to campus and all you do is listen. And you either heard one of them crying or you heard the robins yelling at them. And then last year, like I said, the bees just disappeared. It's like they were loose. So it's like every year is different. So I'm like, this year is going to be like the seas again. They're going to be on this side.
Mm-hmm.
You know, they can spend their whole life on this side of Bradfield because
And
they're